is Missy Jackson, and I'm a legal assistant here at Vandergans Law. My last diagnosis was in 2019, January of 2019. I was diagnosed with a R2 negative non-hormonal breast cancer, which is very aggressive. I started getting screenings when I was 18. I found my first lump just out of high school. I was playing softball and slid in headfirst to third base and got the pain from the lump. Fortunately, that one was benign. It was terrifying. I was so scared. And of course, that was, we're not gonna say how many years ago, but that was a long time ago, and breast cancer wasn't really talked about like it is now. It wasn't in the forefront, so it was a lot of unknowns. This time, when I got diagnosed, I was very scared. I have 4 children, and that was my first thoughts. At first, it was that long, deep breath, and then it was hold the tears back, and I looked at my surgeon and said, how are we gonna beat this? I had 2 different types of chemotherapy. And they call it the Red Devil. So I have that for about the first month and a half, which is very, very sickening. It's very overpowering. And then I took a break for about 3 weeks, and then I went into another type of chemo, which wasn't quite as sickening, but, and then I had that for almost 5 months. It was very exhausting. And then surgery, and then radiation. And then that went through almost February of this year. Well, I just last week had my 3-month checkup where I have a bilateral mammogram, and they do all kinds of blood work, and I'm still in remission. I'm still looking good, no signs of anything, any growths, so I'm doing pretty good. I was actually diagnosed with the cancer just a couple days after I was offered the job here, and Vandergans was just supportive and there for me the entire way. There's a lot of programs right here in the Quad Cities that help individual families. You can donate. I know there's like Bowling for Boobies, there's Forever Me, there's the Susan G. Komen Walks. There is so much out there that you can do. And in many ways, I look at this as a blessing. I have been blessed throughout this whole process the last year and a half. It's definitely been difficult, but there was a lot of blessings along the way too. Being positive and just knowing that just one day at a time. You're gonna make it one day at a time. There's just so much hope out there. If I could tell anybody to get screenings earlier than what they're telling us to, I would. Like I said, I had my first lump at 18. Breast self-examination is very important. There's a lot that you can do at home to just make sure that you're healthy. So this is where I want to stand up and shout at the rooftops. When I was diagnosed in 2019, I was 1 year and 6 days out from my last mammogram, which was clear. And then poof, there's this very aggressive cancer growing in me in that short of time. So I can't speak enough because it's so imperative. If I had maybe skipped this one, we don't, who knows how far along I would have been as far as what stage I was in when I was diagnosed. I really believe that being adamant about the screening saved my life. I really do.
We here at Vandergans Law are so proud of Missy, and we share her story in the hopes that it inspires others to get screened. Early detection is crucial in the fight against breast cancer. Call your medical provider today to schedule an appointment.